this is going to be part 4 of our How to Train Your Dog to Track series. Now, parts 1 through 3, we used a German Shepherd puppy, you know, he's been since sold, so I don't have access to him anymore to show the progression. Now, from where we ended, where we were showing indications on, where we taught the dog indications on the washer and on the nails, and then we showed kind of like the progression of the indications, there are 2 directions that we can go in, okay? So direction number 1 is article-to-article tracking, which I alluded to in video number 1. And that's where you teach the dog to basically track from one article to the next article to the next article. And all the rewards are on the articles, and the dog learns to hunt along the track for the articles and derives the reward from finding the articles, okay? That's one option. Option number 2 is footstep-to-footstep tracking, where the dog learns to actually search footsteps, okay? Now, option number 2 is really good if you're going to be doing dog sport. I don't think article-to-article tracking is going to give you the precision you're looking for if your goal is to compete in dog sport. That being said, either one is a good skill to have, and different dogs need different things. So the dog I'm going to be using today is Robbie. He's like a 14-month-old Malinois cross. So he's not a German Shepherd, but he's really kind of roughly in the same place. He knows how to indicate on articles. Now, I didn't teach him a nice down like I did with the German Shepherd. All I taught him was basically when you see an article, freeze on it and show me an indication. And when he does, I throw the ball on the article. Now, the reason I'm not rewarding him with food is because he actually doesn't have that much food drive. Even if you starve him, he doesn't work that hard for food. But he will work his ass off for a ball. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reward him the second he hits that article. I'm going to throw the ball on the article. Now, what I've done here, I put a tracking flag in the ground so I know where my track starts, and I made like about a 5-foot track, at the end of which I have put a washer, okay? And I'm going to take the dog to the beginning here, and it's a very short track, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to tell him to souk, and I'm going to send him to the end of the track, and if he indicates on the washer, he's going to be rewarded. If not, we'll let him figure it all out, okay? So this is how we start the dog from article indications to actually tracking article to article. So right here, souk, okay? Dog moves up, hits the track, and I correct him there because he dug on the article. There we go. And because he doesn't have a down, sometimes he can be a little bit too active on the article indication. Come here. Get it. Yeah. Sometimes he can be a little too active on the article indication, and if he digs on the article, then I will correct him for that. Yeah. All right. Oh. Okay. So we send him again. I know where the article is. The great thing about this, it's such a short thing, he can do it a couple of times. Souk. There it is. And it's really important to make sure he's not just kind of, because the odor of the article is going to kind of be, because he moved it a little bit the first time. The odor of the article is going to be there. I don't want him indicating on the odor of where the article was. I want him indicating on the actual article. So if he's not, then I'm going to wait until he does. And if he's like so much like he's on the article, but he's looking at me, I'm going to wait until he really punches the article. Now, it can make the dog a little bit busy with the article doing it like this, but that's okay. I'd rather have him really intense about the article than kind of very passive about the article. Out. Okay, so one more time. Souk. He's on the... And there's a correction there for the digging. There it is. Good. And again, when he wants to look at the ball instead of the article, we just hide the ball. He looks at the article. Bang, reward. Okay? Now, out. For those of you that are wondering what the next step is, once I've got this, the next step is putting it all on a track.